have this idea of what sex is supposed to be in our culture. We have like a script, right? You're supposed to have sex in the context usually of a heterosexual relationship and a committed monogamous relationship. And you're supposed to have orgasms in all the right places, right? Like through intercourse. Most women don't.
Right.
60% of women report that they don't have reliably orgasms through intercourse. So whatever it is that we feel that makes us deviate from some idea of what the normal is creates shame.
Who wrote that script?
The Calvinists.
Ah.
When this country was started, it was people that were so puritanical, nobody else wanted them.
I get that the country was started that way, that there's this puritanical whatever that was, you know, is sort of the bedrock of our society and culture, but we know so much more now. And why hasn't some of this kind of been dispelled? Why are we still having a hard time with people who have non-traditional relationships or what? And especially because now we have science to back all these things up.
That's a great question. I would guess that it has more to do with fear. People are afraid to be different. And if you have the idea that the cultural mainstream is a certain way, and if you deviate from it, particularly women, think about women who were too big for their britches. Historically, what would happen to them?
Oh, yeah.
Burned
Bad
at
things.
the stake.
That's right,
My
bad
daughter's
things.
moving to Salem, and I'm like laughing, thinking about that. They burned witches at the stake.
Right.
And even to this day, we have the supposedly more egalitarian sort of stuff going on in the corporate world, but it's not true. Women don't get paid the same as men. Women, if they speak up, they're considered bitches. If they're too assertive, they're aggressive.
Oh, I can't stand it.
Right?
Yeah,
So
I can't stand it.
I guess it takes a long time for things in culture to shift. And so much of it is, I think the biggest issue is so much of this is habitual that we don't, it's almost like wallpaper. You don't notice the wallpaper because you're so used to seeing
Right.
it. We're so used to operating in the way that we do that we don't realize that we have another choice.
Dr. Dan, thank you
Oh,
so
my
much. Again, this
pleasure.
stuff is great.
Thank you.
Hey, like what you saw? Join Jem on social media. Subscribe to Good Enough Mother on YouTube and tell a friend.